Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on YouTube. My name is Carla Pascal. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's second game of JPL action here at the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House here on this very, very warm Thursday night. If you just missed the previous game between X-Hockey Products and 43 Oak, X-Hockey Products broke the game open late with two late goals in the final 2 minutes to take an 11-9 lead and win the game 11-9. 43 Oak was shot for shot, pretty much, and goal for goal, essentially, with X-Hockey Products in that one. We'll have to see what happens here in this one between Team Cheema and Lab Elite Hockey. Team Cheema 2-1 right now, holding the league, or holding the lead for the league right now. And Lab Elite Hockey 1-1-0-1. 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 shootout loss this season so far. Leading point scorers for Team Cheema, Remy Parker with 9 and Ben Yurchuk with 8. And then for Lab Elite Hockey, Greg Spitzenagel with 9 points and Michael Rubin with 9 points as well. Either way, before we get kicked off here as warm-ups start to close, just want to say a quick thank you for tuning in to the streams for both, not just the Jersey Pro League, but for Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We really appreciate you tuning in to the streams and showing support to both us and the Jersey Pro League. As we get set here for the opening puck drop between Lab Elite Hockey and Team Cheema. Cheema 2-1 on the season, 1-1-1, or 1-1-0-1 for Lab Elite Hockey, and we're off. Lab off the draw with it in their own end. Quickly into the zone, they lay it off. Burns for Rubin. Back to Burns. Burns looking for options, goes to Fortescue. Fortescue goes to the backhand, tried to go in on goal, but it was broken up. That one sent down low over to Burns. Still in the zone. Cheema able to jump on top of it. Meeting it in on goal. Burns with the slap shot, and saving it is Kai. That puck taken away back by Cheema. Neaton with it, fires one, and it's saved in the pads of Ryan Kenny, able to hold on to it. Kai versus Kenny, the goaltenders tonight. Kai has a 2-0 record, perfect so far this season. .807 save percentage. While Ryan Kenny has a 1-1-0-1 record with a .852 save percentage so far this season. Loose puck. Taken away by Lab. Spitzenagel with it. Lifts it up the ice. Was looking to move it forward. Pirtle now in his own end. Plays it out in the middle. Sends it up ice. Fugu with it. Fugu pulls up. Lays it back to Pirtle. Pirtle streaks by him. Pulls up down at the goal line. Has to turn it around at the hash marks. Pirtle still down low. Has it poked away. Fugu comes in to help him. Pirtle back on it. Pirtle wrapped it back in front. Was looking for Lonergan, but Couldn't find him. Back the other way. They feed it across, and they score. Lab take the lead early. 1-0, 14-21. Left to go in the first. A blistering shot on the cross-crease pass makes it a 1-0 game. Face-off won back by Lab. They move it forward again. Broken up in the neutral zone by Cheema. Meeten with it. Looking for options. Meeten has it poked away. Back the other way again. In on goal. Sedlak tries to get there on the foot race in the corner. Tried to center in front, but on the back check, it's broken up by Cheema. Tartaglione lays it off for Capello. Capello back to Tartaglione. Looking for options. They play it around. At the point. Mietinen with it. Down low. Capello with it. Cycles at the point. Feeds it down in the corner. Wrapped around. Taken away back by Lab in their own ends. Lab, move it forward. Other way. 2-0. In. On goal. And that one goes wide. Sedlak back on the puck now. Tries to wrap it back again. Kai leaves it for Roboliti. Out of the zone now. A zone now. Cheema with it. Trying to drive through was Mietinen, but it's taken away back by Lab. McKinsley played it forward up to Burns. Back to McKinsley. Couldn't find him as it's broken up by the defense. Cheema long stretch pass for Stark. Stark in all alone. Big save by Kenny. Lab able to get it back. Play it quickly. Burns with it. Cross the blue line. Crosses up. Fortescue. Back to Burns. Burns with it. Not able to get the shot off. Lays it back to Fortescue. Fortescue with it. High slot. Lays it back. Rubin with it. Tries to drive by a defender. Able to do so. Pulls up. Low circle. Tries to drive. Power move to the net. Kai makes the save. Cheema able to get it back. Other way. Clem with it. Has it poked away by Burns. Rubin on it. Clem able to get it back now. In. All alone. Looking to send it across. Kenny makes the save. Gets across. And holds on to it. What a big save by Kenny there. Down to 12 minutes left to go here in this first and opening period between Cheema and Lab. Lindenworth sends it across, walking in, looking for the shot. They get across. Kai makes the save with the pads. Gets the second one as well. Lindenworth there. He fires that one over the bar, and it'll go into the netting and out of play. Faceoff will stay in the Cheema end. Won by Lab at the point. Spinorama move, looking for options. Lab have to pull up down below the goal line. Back up to the point. Spitzenagel with it. Over to Burns. They send it across. At the blue line, they send it down low. Spitzenagel there looking for the wraparound. Couldn't put it home. Cheema able to take it away. Parker with it. Parker tried to go to Roboliti, but it's taken back. Lindenworth with it now. 2-on-1. Back the other way. They dangle, and they score. Lab take the 2-0 lead. With 11:07 left to go in the first period. A 2-0 lead for Lab. Face-off, one forward by Cheema. Parker was there, but he had it poked away. Wiener with it, sends it across. Looking for options, they fire that one in, and it's held onto by Kai. Face-off won back by Lab at the point. They dance around with it, able to get through. Send it across. Sedlak was there. Couldn't handle the pass. Back up to the point. Kept in. Still by Lab. Bouncing puck. Sedlak overskates it. Sedlak back on it again. Tries to keep the puck away from Parker. But Parker's able to get to the puck first. Back in the zone. Kai. Plays it out of danger. Up ice now. Cheema back the other way. Have Parker on the far side. They find him. Big save by Kenny. He lays it off. Parker robbed again as that one's sent up. Parker lays it off. Looking for options. Cheema in the zone. Meeting with it. Back to Parker. Parker on the backhand. Kenny gets the save with the pads. That was actually on Clem as Kenny got the save. Parker in the corner tried to find Pirtle. Couldn't do so as it's taken away by Campianosi. Still with it in the zone. Looking to send that one through was Parker. Pirtle there fighting for it too. Clem in there. Over to Parker. It goes by his stick and goes all the way out of the zone. Cheema have to track it back in their own end. Cheema with it. Miettinen with it. Walks in, fires that one, and Kenny holds on to it. Decides to play it, though, as Burns is there. Has some room. Under 10 minutes to go here in this first. McKinsley tips it in. Stark goes down to get it. Stark overskated the puck. Still able to keep it, though. Tried to find Fugu. Couldn't do it. Fortescue with it now. Sends it over to Burns. Burns to McKinsley. Taps it through his legs to himself. Crosses up with Burns. Has Rubin with it. Rubin fires. It goes wide. Hard shot off the boards by Rubin. Burns able to keep it. Tried to go to Fortescue. He pokes it further. Now taken out of the zone by Cheema. Pirtle with it. Walks in. Has Fugu with him on the opposite side. Pirtle fires one off the mask of Kenny. Still in the zone. Sent across. Fugu is there. It went off his skates. Kept in by Miettinen now. Pirtle there tries to tip it, but it goes into the corner. Burns. Over to Rubin now for Lab. Goes back to Burns. They play catch behind Kenny. Over to Fortescue now. Shot 7-7 right now, but Lab with the 2-0 lead. McKinsley tries to drive through a bunch of players. Still loose. Burns gets the shot off, and Kai makes the save. Some updated scoring stats for you. Nick Van Tassel, the goal scorer. Or should I say, the goal scorer for both goals being Nick Van Tassel. In the corner, back up to the point now with it. They walk in. Lab have to pull up. They go down to Burns. Burns to Spitzenagel. Spitzenagel walks in, tries to find Lindenworth back on the other side. Still in the zone. Spitzenagel with it, able to keep the puck. Over to Lindenworth. Lindenworth looking for the backdoor press, drives to the net and fires it over the bar. Taken out by Cheema. Capello on the other side. Tartaglione there. Has Ribelletti. Capello in on goal. Bouncing puck saved by Kenny. Taken back out by Lab. Lindenworth with it. Has to pull up in the neutral zone. Finds it across. Trying to cut in front was Lab, but it gets taken away by Ribelletti. Now taken back by Lindenworth. Lindenworth looking. They send it across to the other side. On the backhand, that one gets saved by Kai. Puck sent around. Lab still with it in the zone. Looking for options. Can't do so. Sent in on to Kai. And he's going to hold on to it. Face-off won by Cheema. They send it up and out of the zone. Have Clem on the other side. They try to find him. Couldn't handle it on the backhand. Taken back now by Lab. Stolen away by Miettinen. Looking for options. In the corner. Cycles back up to the circle. able to keep the puck, dances through. Cheema looking for something to do there, but couldn't find anybody. Taken back the other way. Campianosi pulls up, tries to find Sedlak, but it's broken up. Still in the zone, though, Lab. Lab looking, trying to go to Sedlak. They do, and they score! Sedlak buries it on the pass, makes it a 3-0 game. .6:35 left to go in this first period. Already 3-0 in favor of Lab. Cheema win the draw. With it, they walk in, try to fire it across, can't do it as it's broken up by Ruben. Laying it off was McKinsley. As that pass goes by him, he's able to get back on it again. McKinsley with it, tries to toe drag, gets to the net, but it's broken up. Miettinen with it. Up ice. Cheema. Back to Miettinen, has Clem with him. Miettinen has to pull up. Sends it down low, looking for options. Cheema in the corner. Try to go to Clem. Clem with it. High circle. Clem able to get it back, fighting for it with McKinsley. It comes out of the zone. McKinsley on it, sends it across to Burns. Burns walks in, goes by Miettinen, and lays it off. Great little pass to Ruben. Ruben cuts in front, and Kai makes the save. Ruben still with it. Ruben. Miettinen lost his stick. Ruben still with it. Pin goes back down. McKinsley with it, fires one. Kai holds on to it as Miettinen, I should say, McKinsley is there. And Kai holds on with 5:21 left to go in the first period. Face off, one back by Parker, wrapped around. Looking for the stretch pass. Parker's able to get a stick on it. Kenny comes out to play it. Lays it across. Puck slowed down and wrapped around by Lab. Lindenworth on it now. Lindenworth plays it up ice. Into the zone. Spitzenagel on it now. Spitzenagel dances around. Able to keep the puck. Lab at the point, through the legs, Dangle tries to go by a defender, gets held up. Spitzenagel had it poked away from him, back the other way, Cheema. Lonergan fires, Kenny makes the save. Wrapped around looking for Parker. Stark is there at the point. Parker not able to hold on to it as it's taken away by Lindenworth. Now taken out of the zone by Lab. Lab with it. They try to walk in on goal. Kai makes the save, and it's sticked aside. Lonergan with it in the corner. Fired, up ice. Stark is there, has Parker across, right in front. Big save by Kenny again with the chest, as Lab are able to get it back. Glove it down and get it out. Lab back the other way, they lay it off, looking for options. Trying to go for the through-the-right toe drag, trying to get in on goal, but it's sticked aside by Kai. That one sent across, comes all the way careening out of the zone. Wiener's there to pick it up. Fires across ice. That one in front, Kai able to hold on to it with the pads. That one sent across by Campianosi and saved. Face off one back by Sedlak. Campianosi down low to Sedlak, right in front, and a huge save by Kai. Sedlak on it again, looking for options. They send it across, bouncing puck in the slot, taken away. Fuga with it now. Has Miettinen, fires it across, looking for Pirtle, but couldn't connect as the pass was too far. Pirtle on it again. Pirtle dancing around at the point. Fires that one in on goal, and they score! Fugu on the redirect gives Cheema their first of the night. Face off won by Lab. Campionosi dumps it in. Able to get back on the puck, taken away by Cheema again. Fugu able to move it forward. Fugu with it. 3-on-1 back the other way. Feeds it across. Pirtle right in front. No one can get a stick on it for Cheema. 2 players were there, but no one could connect on it. Campionosi with it. Dances around, pulls up for help. Sedlak with it, tries to go by Fugu as that one's played errantly across to the other side. Sedlak finds Ruben all in front, and the save is made by Kai. What a pass and what a save. McKinsley with it. He walks in, finds Sedlak. Sedlak in on goal, and the save by Kai again. Roboliti with it. Cycles that puck around. Miettinen lost the puck, had it poked. McKinsley tries to spring Burns back the other way. No icing on the play, say the referees, as Clem goes back to get it. Clem up ice. Looking for options. Lonergan on the other side. Got a stick to it, but couldn't get it towards the net. Lonergan with it. Pokes away. Burns on it again. Burns into the zone. Goes through the legs. Toe drag. Tried to get it across, but it's taken away by Cheema. Broken up pass right out in front. McKinsley there. Goes to the backhand. Kai makes the save. Puck still loose. Clem on it again. In the corner. Tries to keep it away from McKinsley. Can't do it. In front. Right in on goal. Big save by Kai again with the blocker. That pass broken up by Cheema. Comes all the way out of the zone. Fortescue on it now. Fortescue gains some speed. Enters the zone. Tries to go through a few defenders, but it's sticked away. Capello tries to get on it. Lonergan there as well as McKinsley has to send it back to Burns. Taken away. In on goal. Cheema with it. They lay it back. Capello across. Kenny gets the save with the pads. Under a minute to go now in this first period. Burns with it. With Lindenworth and Spitzenagel. Finds Lindenworth. Has Spitzenagel on the far side. Back to Burns. Burns to Spitzenagel. Gets the tip off. Rebound as well. Puck still loose as Kai was scrambling to get back into position. Spitzenagel back to the point. Final 30 seconds. Lindenworth across to Burns. That one tipped just wide. Cheema in their own end. Opt to skate it out. Final 20 seconds left to go. Have Clem looking to drive power move to the net. Going down hard was Cheema as Kenny played it out, and it careened into his own goal. That one somehow got into the net. I think Kenny tried to rush and play that puck out, and it deflected off somebody's skate and went in. So just like that, Cheema make it a 1-goal game with 10 seconds left to go in the first. A bit of a lucky bounce, and you got to have puck luck like that sometimes to get back into games. Cheema with it. They lay it across. Have Clem rushing towards the net. 3 seconds. Deflected by Clem, and Kenny makes the save. And that'll do it for the first period. After one period of play, Lab Elite Hockey lead 3-2 over Team Cheema. 25 shots for Lab in the first period to 14 for Cheema. But either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the second period of action. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on YouTube. After one period of play, Lab Elite Hockey lead 3-2 over Team Cheema. Had 25 shots in that first period, en route to their 3-2 lead. Cheema walking, Kenny makes the save, and it's taken away by Lab. 15th shot of the game for Team Cheema, as it's played by Lab. Lab back to where they fire in on goal, and Kai holds on to it. Before we get set for this face-off, just want to say a quick thank you to everyone tuning into the streams. We really appreciate all the support here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting and here at the Jersey Pro League. It really means a lot for all of your support and tuning in to these streams. As Cheema move it forward, that was Parker trying to do so. He's able to take it back. Parker in the zone. Has Miettinen on the other side. It's broken up by the defense. Back the other way. Lindenworth with it. Lindenworth 3-on-2. They fire it across. In front looking for the shot. Kai makes the save. Puck still behind the net now. Stark able to get back onto it for Cheema. They move it forward. With speed, they move it up. Pull up at the hash marks. Above the circle. They move it down low. Parker with it. Looking for options. Miettinen with it. Low circle. Fires it right in front. Bouncing puck. No one able to get a stick on it for Cheema. Sedlak on it now. 2-on-1 back the other way. They feed it across. Broken up by Roboliti. Still in the zone. Lab with it. They cycle it around. Back up to the point taken away by Miettinen. Has Parker with him. Miettinen walks in. Has Roboliti as well. Feeds it to Parker. He fires one. Bouncing puck. Parker there again. Fires another. That shot goes wide. Kenny with a bunch of really good saves here. Fortescue gets it to Ruben. He wraps it around. Ruben with it. Has Sedlak. Ruben dances around Roboliti. Drives. Power move to the net. Saved by Kai. Parker stretch pass out the other way. Pirtle in all alone. Pirtle in on the breakaway. Kenny makes the save. Played up ice again. Taken away by Pirtle. Lab had it for a second. That was Sedlak as it's played back out again. Opposite way. Lonergan on the other side. Couldn't get a stick on it. Cheema wrapping around. Lonergan was there. Fugu played it to him in the center as it's taken out now. Fortescue able to move it forward. Lonergan able to get back on it. Opsa skated himself through the neutral zone. In on goal. Fires that one glove down by Kenny, and he's going to hold on with 13-13 left to go in the second. Off the draw. Burns wins it back. Wiener with it now. Wiener into the zone. Tries to dance through the defense and go by Stark. Couldn't do so. Stark in the corner. Lays it back. Cheema. Up ice to Fugu. Fugu tries to go by Campianosi. Cycles it back across and Kenny gets there. Pirtle on the back door. Gets shut down by Kenny. Kenny plays that one away. Campianosi is there. He's able to get it back or not as it's kept in by Stark. Down goes a referee. Puck played around by Lab. Campianosi with it. Gets it sticked aside. Clem with it now. Over to Stark. Up ice. Fugu with it. Sends it across. Pirtle there. Pirtle pulls up in the zone at the hash marks. Dances by Stark. Sends it across. Stark with it. Looking for options. Stark cycles back around. Nearly got tied up with the referee. Puck in the corner. He has it pinned there. Burns comes over to help. Pirtle as well. Clem as well comes in for Cheema. Puck bounces all the way out into the far side corner. Fugu able to get there. Tries to cycle it across, but Burns able to break it up. McKinsley all alone on the breakaway chance. McKinsley in, over to the forehand, and he scores. Makes it 4-2. As Lab take the 2-goal lead back. Face-off won by Cheema. Miettinen with it. Miettinen across into the zone. Cheema with it. Try for the power move on the backhand. That was Capello who couldn't fire it home. Still in the zone. They send it across. Tartaglione with it. Tries to go by a defender, but it's broken up. Lab with it again. In their own end. They fire it across. Long pass across. Kept in. Lab into the zone. Back to Lindenworth. Tried to send it through. Bouncing puck. Bounces over the stick of Lonergan. Lindenworth with it. Dances around. Plays it back up to the point. Trying to dance through are a few players. Lab looking for the penalty there, but to no avail. Capello with it. Tries for the power move backhand. Shot gets saved by Kenny. Lindenworth with it. Turns it around. Goes to Spitzenagel. Spitzenagel. Pass over to Lindenworth. Not able to hold on to it. Capello there. Plays it to Lonergan. Lonergan. Up ice. Miettinen with it, lays it down low, looking for options. They feed it in front. That one's loose in the slot. Lonergan there able to get onto it. Taken away now by Sedlak. Sedlak in on the breakaway. Sedlak goes back to the backhand save by Kai. Lonergan up ice. Back the other way. They have Miettinen in. Miettinen fires that one. Tried for the chip over Kenny's glove, but Kenny read it well. Fortescue back the other way. In on the breakaway. Fortescue lays it back for Sedlak. Tried to get to the backhand but couldn't do it. Too hard of a pass by Fortescue for him to handle. Miettinen with it. Tries to feed it through. Fortescue on the back check. Lifts the stick and breaks it up. Miettinen able to get to it. Now taken away. Sedlak with it. Decides to just reset. Sends it cross ice. Fortescue with it. Looking for somebody in front. Sedlak was there. Broken up play by Cheema. Back the other way. 2-on-1 for Cheema. Cheema looking. Bouncing puck in on goal. That one, Kenny got a piece of it and then it went off the post. Stark on it. Up ice. Moves it forward. Kenny coming out to play it dangerously as a Cheema player was right there. That one goes wide of the goal. Roboliti with it. Looking for options. They go down low. Cheema cycling around below the goal line. Back up to the point. Stark is there. Stark with it. Down low to Roboliti. Back up to Stark at the point. He walks the blue line. Fires one in on goal. Deflected in front. Saved by Kenny. Walking in Cheema. They feed it down low again. Below the goal line. Cheema trying to find Stark. That one blocked. Stark still able to handle it, though. Back to Roboliti at the point. Roboliti to Stark. Fires it cross. That one deflects off of a Cheema stick and up into the netting and goes out of play. And we'll get a stoppage with 8:15 left to go in the second. On it now. Stark in his own end. Plays it up. Cheema through the neutral zone. Have Parker in front of him. Try to play to Parker. Parker gets to it. Kenny makes the save. That one wrapped around. Cheema still with it. Nice little couple of moves. They try and find it across to Stark, but he couldn't get a stick to it. Stark there in the corner fighting for it. McKinsley able to dig it out. Plays it up and out. Tried to find Burns. McKinsley with it again. Has to wait till Burns gets on side. Burns able to get it now in the neutral zone. Lays it back. Up to McKinsley. McKinsley enters the zone. Tried to lay it back for Wiener, but Stark able to get to it first. Stark to Roboliti. Opts to keep it. Goes behind his goaltender, moves it up ice. Stark with it again. Nearly taken away by McKinsley. Now Parker with it. Parker into the zone. Lays it off. Looking back for Clem. He just came on. Clem with it. Tries to get the shot off, and Kenny makes the save. .6:58 left to go here in the second period. Face off one back. Miettinen nearly lost an edge there as Pirtle with it. Pirtle walks through into the zone. Pirtle tries to wrap it around, can't do so. Lindenworth with it now in his own end. That one goes on to Kenny. He plays it around, up and out of the zone. That one's going to go all the way down. No icing on the play, as they say Miettinen could have gotten there. Miettinen cuts through in the neutral zone. Shifty little move. Sends it across to Fugu to Clem. Tries to go back to Fugu. Too hard of a pass, though. Taken back away now by Lab. Have Lindenworth with them. Looking. They try to go to Lindenworth. Goes in on goal. Sticked aside by Kai. Lindenworth dances through. Not able to hold on to it. Miettinen back the other way. In all alone. Miettinen with it. Over to the backhand. Good back check by Lab and able to break it up. Lindenworth with it. Sends it up ice. Lab with it in the zone. Looking for options. They spin it around. Got poked away by Fugu. Bouncing puck knocked down by Pirtle and Clem. And now played not out as Sedlak able to take it away. Sedlak fires that one wide. Spitzenagel on it now. Opts to skate it himself. Moves it forward up to Sedlak. Sedlak walks in, tries to feed it down low. Taken away now by Cheema. Tried to find Clem. Couldn't do so as Sedlak's able to take it back again. Sedlak with it. Lays it off. Spitzenagel. Or Rubin fires. Pops the bottle off. What a shot from Rubin. Makes it a 5-2 game. Michael Rubin, his 10th point of the season. 5th goal of the year in 4 games. What a shot. Popped the bottle right off the net. Makes it 5-2 with 5:05 left to go in this second period. Rubin on it again. Walks in. Cycles it all the way around, looking for options. Sedlak with it. Dumps it. Down low. Fortescue's there. Good poke check by Kai, and it's taken away by Capello. Capello with it again. Tries to wrap it around. Couldn't do so. Able to jump back on it in the corner. Back up to the point. Looking for options over to Roboliti. Roboliti in on goal. That one sticked aside by Kenny. Down in the corner, Tartaglione was there fighting for it. Roboliti, it goes by him at the point. Sedlak there. Over on the other side, Rubin there, scores again. Back-to-back goals for Michael Rubin. Makes it 6-2. Face off one back by Wiener. Move forward again. Over to Burns. Lays it back for Campagnosi. Into the zone now. Lab with it. Try to cycle it back across, and Kai is going to jump onto it. Lays it off. Lonergan with it into the zone. Looking for options. McKinsley there. Campaniosi with it. Fires it. That one hard off the boards behind Kai. Back up to the point. Wiener there fires one in on goal. That one's redirected over the net. Burns with it again. Burns lays it off for Wiener. Wiener with it. Walks in, cuts through the defense, but has to pull up. Wiener with it across. Campaniosi with it. Hard pass. Too much for McKinsley and back out of the zone. Cheema back the other way. They fire the shot and they score. Cheema get one back. Make it 6-3. Off the draw, taken forward by Cheema again. Cheema walking into the zone in the slot, and they score! Just like that, they get another. And cut the lead to 2. .318 left to go in the second period. And Cheema make it a 2-goal game. Kenny with it. Wraps it around. McKinsley with it now. Sends it across. That one, cross-ice pass. Not able to handle it. Up to Spitzenagel. Dumps it down for McKinsley. Able to keep the puck in the corner. McKinsley with it. Looking for options. No one in the slot. McKinsley with it. At the point. Lays it off. Spitzenagel's there. Spitzenagel walks in, looking to shoot. Saved in on goal. Kai there, able to cover it up. With 2:39 left to go in the second period. Shots 34-30 in favor of Lab. Cheema doing a good job of getting some offensive pressure. Both of the previous goals for Cheema scored by Salvatore Guzzo. That one careens in on goal. Goes wide off of a few skates. Stark with it now. Stark tried to move it forward. Broken up by Spitzenagel. Taken by McKinsley. Now taken by Miettinen. Miettinen tries to send it across. Fires that one through the crease was Cheema. As back the other way with speed is Lab. Lab trying to get in on the breakaway. They go to the forehand. Weren't able to get all the shot. Miettinen, not sure if he got a stick on that. Looks like he did. No icing on the play. Kenny sends it up to Spitzenagel. Spitzenagel across. Lab walking. They try to find Sedlak in front. Couldn't do so. Sedlak on it again. Back to Spitzenagel at the point. Able to keep it in. Dances by a defender. Goes to Sedlak. Sedlak across. Was looking for Spitzenagel. Goes back to Sedlak in on goal. Sticked aside by Kai. Spitzenagel on it again. Over to Sedlak. Sedlak down low. Rubin with it. Rubin already has 2 in this one. Couldn't handle onto it as Roboliti had it for a second. Rubin back on it again. Rubin and Parker collide. Parker trying to get it out of the zone. Can't do so. Roboliti on it now. Roboliti up to Miettinen. Miettinen to Parker. Back to Miettinen. Miettinen fires glove down by Kenny easily. Flashing the leather there for a stoppage with 1:03 left to go in the second period. Face-off won by Lab. Fortescue with it in the corner. Sends it up to Sedlak. They play it across. Rubin with it. Across to Sedlak. He dumps in. Sedlak looking. Wraps it around to Fortescue. At the blue line. Lays it back for Sedlak. Poked away by Parker. Parker with it. Back the other way, 3-on-1 if Cheema hurries. Miettinen with it, not able to handle the pass. Rubin takes it away, tries to find Sedlak. Pass too far in the corner. Rubin on it again. Tries to find it across. Fugu able to pick it up, move it forward. Pirtle is there. Pirtle back to Fugu, 2-on-1. Fugu across to Pirtle. Pirtle not able to get all of the shot off as Kenny makes the save, and we'll get a whistle. 15 seconds left to go in the second period. Pirtle walks in. Miettinen with it. Tries to go back to Pirtle. Broken up other way. In on goal. Burns all alone. Goes to the backhand and he scores. Tucks it just under the bar on the backhand as time expires in the second period. Lab make it 7-4 at the buzzer and will take a 3-goal lead into the start of the third. So after two, Lab leads 7-4, shots 36-31 in favor of Lab. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we will have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on YouTube. After two periods of play, Lab lead 7-4 over Team Cheema. Final period of play here, the third period. Pirtle with it, walks in. Pirtle tries to drive around, look for the wraparound as Kenny makes the save. Up to Lonergan at the point. Finds Clem on the other side. Fugu was circling in the middle as Clem has to pin it in the corner. Puck taken away now by McKinsley and sent out. Pass meant for Burns. Burns trying to get there. Able to do so first. Burns had it, lost it as Pirtle is able to take it back. Pirtle gets by McKinsley. Pirtle walks in, looking for options. Has to cycle it around. In on goal, Clem there, not able to get the shot off. Clem stuck behind the net. Opts to come out and walk it out himself. Goes back down low. Burns able to take it away in the corner. Lab get it back. Burns opts to circle back. Waits for the change. Chipped forward. Lab with it. Into the zone. Lindenworth comes on as well. Bouncing puck taken away by Clem. Clem able to move it forward. Was looking for Fugu. It went by his stick. Spitzenagel able to get to it first. Lab on it into the zone. Moving it forward. Looking back to Lindenworth. It goes through his skates. Capello. Up ice. Looking across, and it goes wide. I think Kenny might have gotten a piece of that. But either way, a big opportunity there for Cheema. Nullified as Lindenworth in the zone. Goes to the power move and puts it wide. Couldn't finish it on the backhand. Stark with it now. Up to Roboliti. To Tartaglione on the other side. Lays it back for Roboliti. Has Capello there, but it's taken back by Lab. Lab cross up, enter the neutral zone. They stay on side. They try to send it lower into the zone, but Stark is there. Tartaglione now on it. Now Capello. Capello with it. Walks in. Drives right in front. Capello with speed with the fake move. The fake Kucherov tried to put that one home, but Kenny shut the door. Would have made this a one-goal game. Sedlak with it. Tries to drive in. Loose puck right in the slot. Spitzenagel able to get there first. Dances around from Tartaglione. Spitzenagel walks in, goes to the backhand, cycles it back to Fortescue. Fortescue with it. Back to Spitzenagel. Goes off his stick, deflected. Played up now for Cheema. Cheema, they walk in, lay it to Capello. Capello Wispy tried to cut into the slot. Wasn't able to do it as Capello wraps that one around. Fortescue going to get there first for Lab. He lays it to Rubin. 12:37 left to go in this third. Rubin with it. Fires one, nearly gloved down by Kai, but it goes off of him and now taken away by Pirtle. Or actually Miettinen with it now. Miettinen, spinorama move, fires the backhand. Saved by Kenny with the blocker. As Sedlak wraps that one around. Up to Rubin. Rubin with it, with Fortescue. Rubin over to Fortescue, not able to handle all the puck. Fortescue with it again. Down to Rubin. Now pinned in the corner, taken away. Puck moved up ice by Cheema, trying to get there. Looking for options, they send it across. Kenny makes the save. Mannion there, back to the forehand, looking for the wraparound. Puck still loose in the slot, poked away by Lab, and now it's in the corner. Miettinen with it again, cycling around that one, saved by the blocker of Kenny. Lab finally able to move it forward. McKinsley with it, on his own, fired it in, backhand, and they score. McKinsley pots it home, makes it 8-4. $11:29 left to go in this third period. Lab up by 4, shots 39-33 in favor of Lab Elite Hockey. Cheema move it forward, looking for options, trying to get back into this one. They try to dangle through, but they lost an edge. Couldn't do so. Still kept in now by Cheema. Miettinen with it. Tried to get the shot off, couldn't do so. Now in the corner, nearly had to take away, and now it is as Burns back the other way. 2-on-0 with McKinsley. Burns with it to McKinsley. Back to Burns. Puts it wide. In the corner, taken back by Cheema. Miettinen with it. Has Parker on the far side. Miettinen looking for options. Tries to feed Parker in through the slot. Couldn't find him. Parker now on it in the corner. High slot. Parker with it. Lays it off. Looking across. Couldn't do so. Bouncing puck in the slot. Taken away by Lab. Still kept in the zone by Cheema now. Lonergan with it on the other side. They try to find him, and that one's wide. I think Kenny might have had a little bit of it as Parker keeps it in. Parker tries to walk through, but it's taken back by Lab and cleared out. Stark on it to Lonergan. Back down low to Stark. Sends it to Parker. Goes by Lindenworth. Tries to cut through by the defense. Can't do so. Lindenworth on it again. Not for long as Stark is there to corral it. Stark uses some speed to get by the defense. Goes by Spitzenagel. Stark walks in, fires that one in on Kenny. Puck still loose, and it gets poked in, and they score. Cheema get one back. Make it 8-5 on the 37th shot of the game for them. Face off one back by Cheema. Stark with it, lays it to Lonergan. Goes around Kai. Has it poked away by Lindenworth. Lindenworth has Spitzenagel with him. Lindenworth in on goal, saved by Kai, bouncing puck. And Cheema comes away with it. Lonergan opts to keep it himself. Looking for options. Lonergan walks in, feeds it across, and that one goes over the bar. Parker on it again, too. Tries to go to the backhand and bury it, but Kenny's able to make the save. Parker with it. Tried to go to the point. Robolitti's there, taken away by Lab, looking to play it up and out. They do. Kai comes out to play it. Smartly plays it away as Parker is able to keep that puck. Parker with it. Up to Robolitti. Robolitti to Pirtle. Pirtle has to cycle back around at the hash marks. Walks in, tries to cut by Spitzenagel, can't do so. Spitzenagel on it again. Looking for options. Robolitti with the stick check through his legs. Interesting tactic there as Spitzenagel walks all the way around and corrals that one. Corralling that one is Kai. Face off one back by Cheema. Miettinen with it. In his own end, up to Fugu. Fugu. Had it, lost it. Sedlak plays it across. Puck deflects into the corner. Sedlak up to Rubin. Rubin walks in. Has to pull up. Has Fortescue on the other side. Fortescue tries to go through the legs. Not able to keep the puck as it's poked out. Back the other way. Pirtle sends it into the corner. Fortescue is there to cycle it back around for Lab. Rubin up by Sedlak is there. Sedlak with it. Fires one. Saved by Kai. Sedlak on it again. Plays it to Fortescue. Down low. They feed it across for Sedlak and they score. Fortescue to Rubin to Sedlak. And just like that, Lab make it 9-5. With 7:33 left to go in the third. Lab with it into the zone. Broken up by Miettinen. Miettinen across. They have Fugu down low. Miettinen looking for options. Goes back down low to Pirtle. They try to find that one across to Clem. Couldn't do so. Clem still with it. Has Pirtle across to Pirtle. Pirtle walks in, fires, and he scores. Off the draw, one back by Lab. They decide to dump it in. That puck poked around. Cheema on it again. Miettinen with it in front of Clem. They send it across Pirtle. Their bouncing puck goes wide. Fugu in the corner. Has to wrap it back to Miettinen. Dances by defender. Miettinen walks in, tries to go for the toe drag, but Burns able to take it away. Burns with it. All alone, Burns fires and he scores. Just like that, Lab take the 4-goal lead back. 10-6, their 44th shot of the game. Face off, one forward by Cheema. Capello with it. Tartaglione on the other side. Capello tries for the sharp angle. And it's saved by Kenny. Capello with it again. Taken back by Lab, are able to move it out of the zone. Burns with it. Decides to pull up. Looks for his options. Finds McKinsley. Dances around a defender. Cuts into the zone. Now goes by Capello. Tries to go by Lonergan, but couldn't do it. Capello on it again. Tries to send it up ice. With it, Tartaglione to Lonergan and saved by Kenny. That one played too far for Burns, and it's going to go for an icing with 5:48 left to go in the third period. Faceoff stood still for a while as Capello finally able to dig it out from the skates of everybody. Feeds it across. Lonergan with it, fires. It's blocked in front. Capello on it again now. Burns nearly took it away. Spitzenagel with it. Tries to dance through. Capello can't do so. Burns tips it into the zone. Lonergan with it in his own end. Tries to go by Lindenworth, can't do so. Lindenworth had it for a second as it's taken back by Lonergan. He's at the end of a shift. Foot race back the other way for Cheema. Cheema able to get to it, but Spitzenagel able to break it up. Lindenworth on it once again, sends it up ice. Nearly taken away by Cheema. Spitzenagel with it, goes to the backhand, but Lindenworth and Spitzenagel collide, and they couldn't get the shot off. Stark with it. Lays it off down to the final 4:45 of this third period. Walking in, looking for options. They send it across. It goes wide. Kenny gets tied up with a Cheema player. Lab back again. Over to Lindenworth. Lindenworth able to get it back off the loose puck. Lindenworth on it. Feeds it in front to Spitzenagel. Wires one. That one saved by the blocker and goes off the high glass behind the goal. Lindenworth tries to feed it in front. Bouncing puck taken away. Spinorama move there from Miettinen. Still in the zone by Cheema. Pin now in the corner. Taken back by Cheema. Roboliti in front. Shanked the shot. And it goes wide. Puck gloved down by Lab. They move it forward. Breakaway chance the other way. Lab in on goal to the forehand. Saved by Kai. Read it well and was able to shut the door. Puck moved forward. Laid off. That one fired by Miettinen. Kenny gets a piece of it and it goes over the net. Stretch pass the other way. Sedlak to get there first. In the corner. Lays it back for Sedlak. That one gloved down by Kai. Miettinen on it once again as Roboliti laid it off. Miettinen into the zone. Lays it back for Tartaglione. He gets a shot off and it's saved. Miettinen on it again. Tries to cut by Sedlak. Lost the puck. Has to reset now. Into the zone goes Cheema. They pull up. Tried to find Parker. Miettinen tried to dangle through. Couldn't do so. Sedlak with it on the breakaway once again. Sedlak walks in, fires. Saved by Kai. Stretch pass all the way up for Miettinen. Miettinen with it has Parker on the opposite side. Tries to find him. Parker, 1T. Not able to get anything on it. Bouncing puck taken away. Fed up to Fortescue. Fortescue, breakaway chance. Lays it for Sedlak. Kai makes the save. And it's underneath him. Down to the final 2:19 here in this third period. Puck won by Cheema. Fugu lifts it up and out of the zone. Fortescue goes back to get it. Fortescue with it, cycles around, lays it off. Rubin Skates into the zone. Lays it for Burns. Burns with it across. Not able to get anything to it as it's taken back by Burns only for a second as Cheema get it away. Clem moves it forward. In on goal. Cheema with it. They fire it over the bar. That was Lonergan not able to bear it in. Another save by Kenny as Fortescue, nice backhanded pass to McKinsley. Up to Burns. Burns crosses with McKinsley. McKinsley across. That one goes wide off of Fortescue's stick. Capella with it. Has Fugu on the other side. Capella with it. In on goal. Fugu there looking for the rebound. But it goes into the corner. Burns, nice move to keep that puck. Goes to Campianosi. Taken back by Lonergan. Fed to Capello. Capello in on goal. Tries to go through the legs. And it's saved by Kenny. Final minute to go now in this third and final period. Campianosi with it, lifts it up and out to Lindenworth. Lindenworth in on goal, tries to get the shot off, saved. Loose puck, Lindenworth on it again, tried to feed it across, but it was broken up. Not for long as Cheema get it back. Lindenworth tips it in on goal, it goes wide. Lindenworth with it across. That one's saved. Not out of the zone yet, though. Lab's still with it. They try to go across to Lindenworth. Kai makes the pad save. Cheema finally able to get it out of the zone. Capello with it. Capello walks in, goes back to the forehand. Couldn't get all the shot off with some good defense there. Pirtle there. Pirtle with it in the corner. Final 10 seconds left to go here in the period. Tartaglione up to the point to Miettinen. He's just going to chip it down, and that will do it. Lab win 10-6 over Team Cheema. Their second win of the season for Lab Elite Hockey. So in both games tonight, the two leading teams for the Pro Division lose their games and fall to 2-2. While Lab Elite Hockey and X Hockey Products collect wins. Final shots for the game, 51-42 in favor of Lab. And that is going to wrap it up for all of the Jersey Pro League action here tonight. My name has been Corolla Pascal. Thank you for tuning in to the streams. We'll be back again on August 1st for the final week of the regular season. And then for all of the playoffs, we will be here streaming here on YouTube, here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. So stay tuned for all that once we get to August 1st. But that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. My name's Carl Pascal. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great night, everybody.